Welcome to Mahapenny's Miami Heat and More podcast. Let's welcome our host, Roy.
Happy Halloween, Heat Nation, folks, folks, and everything in between and beyond. My name is Roy, not Steve, but Roy, the host of Mahapenny's, and just a person here who, just as Steve, is completely clueless in their own mind and is just basically just trying to make it by. I will try to do this with the mask on. If this works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll just record again. But I have to watch with one eye or the other. And that is spooky as F. In any which case, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Miami Heat's very hot and successful start of the season. We did talk about the Miami Heat. We were 2-1. I didn't record after 3-1. Another reason why I am hiding my face. But it doesn't really matter because at the end of the day, what we really want to do is just to take a look at our players and to be taken very, very, very seriously as fans to just observe and enjoy the game. And you can see in my tone, it's not just because of Halloween and because I'm wearing my son's Halloween mask, which is not allowed to wear in school. This is because I truly enjoyed watching the game yesterday. It wasn't a bad game at all. Definitely slowed us down. We were definitely able to barely break through 100 points. But the truth is that we still had Bam play as aggressively as he's been playing, but more efficiently, more efficiently than he had been playing all of this time. So I think that this is, there's always a silver lining. When the game started yesterday, I had a feeling to start with that we were going to have a little bit of a problem with the referees. As the game kind of continued, I didn't detect that problem as much. I really think that in the beginning of the game, however, there were some dubious calls that would have not, at the end of the day, made a real difference unless we're talking about every single time we're trying to gain momentum, the referee stopped us, and that's not what happened, right? What happened is the Spurs have a very good defense, just like the Knicks. But they also came into the season with this idea, we haven't made the playoffs in a very long time. We have arguably the future single best face of the NBA in Wembanyama, probably the most talented player nowadays in the NBA among any of the young ones, right? Who is yet to write his own history. Through 5 points, I don't remember how many. Oh yeah, I can see. That's the thing, right? I need to take a look at numbers right now, and I can only see with one eye or the other. But I'll do my best here to see it, to take a look at Wemby's numbers yesterday. So they really wanted to break through that 5-0, right? And we could have spoiled their night, undoubtedly so. It's a long season. The most important thing is we are playing well. We did turn over the ball more than necessary. We did go, especially through the third quarter, through dry spells, but then we recovered. Most of the times we recovered, and most of the times the Spurs, and all the time, sorry, the Spurs punched back and got the edge. And that's what happened yesterday. At the end of the day, that's what happened yesterday. Whether you want to claim referee interference or not, like I did in the beginning of the game, because of a missed oh my god, I'm now forgetting words, which is very good. But yeah, a missed it was either a block for Wemby or a goaltend, right? So a missed goaltend and the foul that Wiggins didn't score the two free throws. I mean, didn't make the two free throws. So it happens. It happens. I still see this team with a very positive, with a very. It's just a good team. How good of a team it is, it's of course yet to be discovered. But we didn't have Normal Powell. We didn't have Hero. For anyone saying, we could talk about Hero a little bit. Right now, just so that we can get it out of the way with my ADHD inability to kind of focus on one single point. But I understand anyone saying that Hero should not come back right now, or Heroes coming back could be difficult for the Heat because of not of his offense, but because of his defense. And I cannot disagree with that. This is a concern that's been voiced by anyone that I respect thus far, and I agree with that. However, as much as we have this consistently being done with great defense, I think we can do that with Hero on the court. I don't think it's going to come out. There's no way that Hero is going to come off the bench. That's my opinion, right? I mean, even if it's justifiable in the minds of many fans, this is not going to happen. So it's no use to wishful think it at all. But Normal Powell has been scoring 24 points a game. That's his average. It was inactive for the last 2 games. So in 5 games, he only played 3. Bam Adebayo is our leader in rebounds with 9.2 rebounds a game. Davion Mitchell is our leader with assists. Yesterday, slowing a little bit down. Again, the main issue is his turnover. I think he has probably the highest turnover rate, if I'm not mistaken, turnover assist rate, 7.4. And then Normal Powell is the leader in steals with 2 steals a game. And Andrew Wiggins, who yesterday, in my opinion, again, had a legitimate block considered a foul. And Davion Mitchell had a legitimate charge considered a blocking foul. Again, those are the little 3 or 4 things at the beginning of the game that are detected. But again, Andrew Wiggins, with almost a block a game, is out there in blocks. We're not, the best in blocks, as can be said. But yesterday, in particular, Andrew Wiggins had a 40% three-point percentage, 24 points, 31 points for Bam, playing amazingly well, 30% from beyond the arc, 44% shooting. Wiggins had an amazing game, 61% shooting. Kel'el Ware, 0% shooting. That's a very surprising minus 20, the most minus of all the minuses. Actually, there are 5 players in minus, including Jaime Jaquez. Yesterday was not able to maintain his streak of an average of 19 points a game. Yesterday he was a -1. Nikola Jovic was a -13. Again, very disappointing for him. And Davion Mitchell was a -8. But no one like Kel'el Ware being a -20, not been able to rebound as well. I mean, if we look at Kel'el Ware's stats, with 7 rebounds, and we can look at Bam and see only 10 rebounds. See only 10, right? It's not. But Kel'el Ware did nothing yesterday other than rebound and, a few assists, to be frank, but not much more than that, right? What Kel'el Ware had, I don't know. In any case, Pelle Larsson had a -2. Bam Adebayo, and we already talked about the other minuses. With a +4, Drew Smith. Again, Drew Smith just showing how important he is to this team. At least to the point that I was watching, he was perfect from the field. He knows how to select his shots. The turnovers, those were mostly forced, some of them unforced, especially in the first half, but a lot of them forced throughout the game. I thought this was a very good game in which both teams punched one another just like the Knicks, but there wasn't a way to create any kind of separation for either team. When the Spurs created a separation of about 14 points, I think, we punched back and we scored basically we went on a 19-3 run, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at that time. So again, I'm happy with the way that we're playing. The loss yesterday hurts only because of the fact that, of course, we want to win. And of course, we want to win against Wemby, who, by the way, we slowed down. Wemby is one of those, generational beasts. He has the potential to be, better than Jokic, better than Giannis. That's I think everyone could see that. I don't think that's a take at all. This is just an observation, a regular observation. But as far as anything else is concerning the Miami Heat ourselves, right, as a team, the Nurserio we, as a colleague used to say, I think we're doing pretty well. I think, we were leading the league in points until last game. Our bench was the best in the NBA until last game. Last game is not a testimony, or a testament, rather, of what we can do what the potential that we can, the full potential of what we are as a team. But last game was a testament to how resilient this team can be, shorthanded, and playing against today one of the, what I think right now is four undefeated teams: Bulls, 76ers. I don't know if anyone else played yesterday and lost. Bulls, 76ers, Thunder, and now the Spurs with 5-0, the only other team, Oklahoma, right, with 5-0 on the record. We are 3-2, and we have a very tough road stretch ahead, right? We have to kind of a home road, a road stretch that includes the Lakers, who have Austin Reeves, again, right, coming out of becoming this potential future superstar. And then, and then we play against the Clippers. I don't remember all the teams, but it's all the Nuggets. So all of them are going to be quite difficult. It's going to be a very difficult journey for us. However, it doesn't mean that we can't do it. It doesn't mean that this road stretch is going to establish or determine anything for us. I am anxious to see the full team at Spo's disposal, including Kaz, because of a couple of things for Kaz. But again, he's a rookie. I don't know how much he's going to play this season, especially with the team clicking the way it is. It's even difficult to see Hero, coming back. A lot of people are going to, Hero doesn't want to spoil what it is right now. But no, it's a long season. And where we were last year and where we are right now, I'm really proud. I'm proud of this team. I don't know if I'm going to continue being proud. Pride might go down, but everybody has their stocks up with me right now, with the exception, of course, of Weir, but not as right now, not criticizing Weir, right? Just basically saying Weir can definitely do better, right? We know that Weir can do better. I don't want to talk about a slump for the second year, but unfortunately, that's what happened with Jaime Jaquez. So we may have to expect that from Weir. Thankfully, we do have Fontecchio playing a good game, especially from beyond the arc. Definitely being that perfect replacement for Duncan Robinson, because that's the only thing Duncan Robinson could do. I mean, no, Fontecchio can do so much more, especially on defense. So again, good team. We're doing a lot better than I expected. And yesterday's loss hurt, but not as much as he would have hurt with the humiliation. 5 games in, again, doing pretty well. Yesterday was the only game we barely broke through 100. The Spurs went to 107 because of a couple of free throws right at the end. Stay safe, stay dry, stay as happy as possible in this very complicated world of ours. Happy Halloween! And let's go Heat.